Hello and welcome back. Today we've got the start of something else. Now everyone's all caught up in the World Cup and how the quarterfinals are coming up at the weekend. But there is another tournament starting back up next weekend. The first match is on the 21st. And that is the URC. So let's start off looking at it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go along all 16 teams and I'm going to do a little preview of each team, have a look at some of the transfers, maybe give a rough expectation for the season. I'm going to start off with my team, Edinburgh. Now, I don't mind what order I do them in. If you want to see a specific team next, let me know. I don't really mind. You know, if someone asks me to do Stormers next, I will do Stormers next. If someone asks me to do Ulster next, I'll do Ulster next. I don't mind. So yeah. Let's start off with Edinburgh. We'll have a look at the players in, players out, and then have a rough look at what I think will happen. So, without further ado, here are the signings Edinburgh Rugby have made for this season. Now, they've made 10, so a fair, healthy amount. This concludes of Robin Heaslop from Saracens, Javan Sebastian from Scarlets, Cameron Neild from Glasgow, Ewan Ashman from Sale, Mitch Eddy from Toronto, Tom Dodd from Coventry, Scott Steele from Quinns, Tim Sweel from Toyota Industries Shuttles, and Ben Healy from Munster, and the most recent signing, Darcy Ray from Montpellier. So, decent balance there, few props, few hookers, back rows, scrum half, and a couple of fly halves. I think that the introduction... Now, I don't really know Tim Swale that well, so I don't know, but a big issue for Edinburgh last season was the lack of a proper Test 10. They were playing Kinghorn, who is not a 10, he's a 15. And they were playing, at points, they were playing Charlie Savala, who I think is a solid 10, but I just don't quite think he's... You know, he's not that old. I don't quite think he's quite there yet. Give him another couple of seasons and possibly. But the introduction of Ben Healy, who is is proven to be a solid 10 for Munster, and most recently for Scotland. So yeah, I think he will drastically help them out. As well as some proper front row helps with the likes of Robin Heaslop, Darcy Ray, Javan Sebastian and Ewan Ashman coming in. The scrum halves have also been boosted with Scott Steele coming in, which again is also a huge help. He will help Vellacott and Shield, so they've actually got some solid scrum halves there. But now let's have a look at some of the players leaving the club. So, over the summer, 18 players have left. Now, that includes academy players. So, without further ado, here's who's left. Leroy Atalifo, Elliot Miller-Mills, Nick Artek, Murray McCallum, Harrison Courtney, Jamie Jack, Stuart McAnally, Pierce Phillips, Nick Haining, Henry Pergos, Jaco van der Vault, Cammy Hutchinson, Damien Hoyland, Henry Immelman, Dan Gamble, Rudy Brown, Matt Russell and Ben Evans have all left the club over the summer. Some have gone to different clubs, with the likes of Henry Immelman going to the Bulls, Jaco van der Vault also going to the Bulls. You've got Murray McCallum and Cammy Hutchinson going to Newcastle, and a couple others going to French clubs, and some dropping down into the Super 6. Which, if you don't know, is the semi-pro league, kind of the second league for Scotland, a semi-pro league. So yeah, that's all the players in and out. I think overall Edinburgh will have a better season this season than they did last season. They were quite disappointing last season. I think that's got many reasons. I think they had a major injury crisis around Christmas last year. They didn't have a Test level 10. As I said, they were playing Blair Kinghorn at 10, where he's actually a 15. And I know Charlie Savala is a decent 10, but he's not quite at the level that yet. I think he will be a solid 10 in a couple of years. He's not quite there yet, but I think the addition of Ben Healy and possibly Tim Swale, I do not know how good he is. I had a rough look at him. He seems to be bouncing around a lot of clubs. He's not really settled anywhere, so I'm not too sure. But no, I think that Edinburgh will do well. Some players to look out for on their part. I mean, take your pick. Lots of Scotland stars. You've got the likes of Pierre Schoeman, Hamish Watson, William Imatoff from Fiji, Jamie Ritchie, Mark Bennett, Wes Houston, Duhan van der Merwe, Darcy Graham, you know, Emiliano Boffelli from Argentina. You've got Grant Gilchrist. You know, there's tons of big, solid, international level star names in this team. They are. Now, obviously, they've got a new head coach as well, with Sean Everett coming in. So we'll see how well he does. I don't really know. I've got good hopes. He was previously with the Sharks, I believe, and he did alright with them. So I've got big hopes for him, but we shall see if those hopes can be put into reality. Now, I'm going to do a proper video predicting the whole table, but where do I think Edinburgh are going to come? I think they are going to get top. I think they're going to come low top 8. So I think they are going to hit the top 8. They will get playoffs, but I don't quite think they'll be pushing top 4. So I'm going to put them in, let's say 6th to 8th, kind of in that range. I think is a fair assessment for Edinburgh. I've got big hopes. Also, they seem to do this thing. I've noticed a trend with them. They'll have a good season, bad season, good season, bad season, good season, bad season. So they're just coming off a bad season, so I'm expecting them to have a good season. You know, they've got the Challenge Cup, so they can rotate some players. So they're not playing the best. I mean, they're still playing some solid teams. Don't get me wrong. They've got the likes of Gloucester and Scarlets and that. You know, they are still solid teams, but they're not facing the mega kind of brunch of Europe. You know, the Racings, the Leinsters, the Stormers, the Saracens, week in, week out, like they quite often do in the Champions. But yeah, let me know if you agree, disagree, or what. And yeah, comment what team you want to see next. I'm not bothered. I'll probably do Glasgow next, just because that gets both my Scottish teams out the way. But after that, let me know. Seriously, I'm not bothered. I don't really know what team. I don't have a preference really over any of the other teams. I like them all, to be honest. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.